Market update here on the 18th. Pretty insane day. So video yesterday, I thought this was going to be a B wave. We started off with a nice move down here. It looked like a 5-wave move to me. And then we get this Microsoft news, which really shouldn't even be that big of a deal. It shouldn't be this bullish, but it is. And so I got stopped out here on my puts. I took some profit down in here though, so it wasn't that big of a loss. But clearly, as soon as that happened, I flipped bullish pretty much around 384, and I started to take into the possibility that this was a first wave higher, second wave lower, and we were on a third wave. And sure enough, that's what happened. My target is 386.81. And we are just about there. I just got out of my long calls about 20 cents ago, and we're about to hit it. If we zoom in here on the really low time frame, so after we got this move, what can this normally be? This has got to be a third wave, right? So it broke the high right here. So what we have here is we have 1, 2, we got 3 up here. So within this 5-wave move, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we got a 4th wave pullback, and then we're in the 5th wave right here. And 5th wave, we have 1, 2. It came outside the parallel line right there. You can tell. Hit it exactly. 4th wave, and we're currently on the 5th wave. Target is 386.81. The length of this was about $1.13, so this might go to like 387.15. I could have held on a little bit longer, but I just decided to take my profits because it's been a pretty long day, to be honest. I was short for a while, it was pretty boring, and then all of a sudden we got that move. And I wasn't expecting it at all. This did not look to me like this looked like a B wave to me. It looked like a expanded flat, and then we got this move down. It looked perfect. And then we also got this bear flag like forming perfectly. It looks like an ABC move right here. Look like A, B, and C right here. And then we were starting down, and then all of a sudden, boom. So that's the thing about Elliott Wave. You gotta switch fast if you're wrong. In this case, it ended up being a nested move, which I just went over, which means it's 1, 2, and then we have 1, 2 again. So that can happen sometimes, and sometimes determining if it's ABC or 1, 2, 1, 2 is tough, but this sealed it right here. This move was definitely a third wave. So what does this mean also? Another thing that I noticed is that because of the length of this and how far it didn't go, it's on the same length as the second wave. Consider this a 4th wave of the overall third wave. And so 1, 2, and then we have 3 right here, 4, and we're in the 5th wave right here. So this isn't even the end of the 5th wave of the overall third wave now. See how it keeps on subdividing up? Now we're only in the 3rd wave. We should pull back and get another move higher to like probably 390, maybe 392. And so tomorrow is going to be another buy the dip situation. And then if we go up here to 393, that's the 3rd wave. Then we still have another pullback and another move higher. So you can see how hard it is to nail it perfectly. But right now, it's just buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, over and over and over. And now moving on to Tesla. Same thing as SPY, or on QQQ, a nested move. So again, this could be ABC right here. And look at that, it came perfectly to the top of this. So it kind of tricked me because I was like, oh, that's perfect ABC move. Like we hit the very top of this. hit the exact same length as the A wave, but instead we get a nested move again. So this is probably wave 1, wave 2, and we're in the middle of a big wave 3 in which we have wave 1, wave 2, and we should be potentially finishing wave 3, but it is wave 3 of 3, so it could keep on going higher. I don't think so, but we get a 4th wave pullback and a 5th wave higher. So I won't be surprised if this takes it to like 300. 300 is right around the 2.61 fib. So 1.61 fib is right here. Maybe it stops there. No, it won't, because that's only the 3rd wave of the 3rd wave. I'm confusing myself now. We have a 4th wave pullback and a 5th wave higher. So that will be the 3rd wave, 3rd wave. I'm looking for like potentially 300 for this to be completed. So pull this up here. Here. I'm probably confusing you two right now, but this is going to be 1, 2, probably going to 300. But then you got to think too, if that's only the 3rd wave, 4th wave, and then we have a 5th wave higher, that means that we are sitting at the end of the 3rd wave, probably going to be somewhere between 300 and 315. And then there would be a pullback after that. So 1, 2, let's just say it goes to 306. And again, this is only, I'm on the 1 minute time frame. That's why it's so confusing. This is only wave 3. And I got all of that from being on the 1 minute time frame. But we're looking for minimum 315, in which it's definitely coming. And I would be surprised if it didn't come. And this could go all the way up here to like 330, in my opinion. So Tesla, pretty complicated as well, a nested move. But again, let's look in the short-term time frame and just go over what I expect tomorrow. So we have 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this should be the 5th wave right here, which would be the overall 3rd wave. So I would expect a 4th wave pullback tomorrow. That will probably last first couple hours of the day, I would imagine. So but again, looking for about 300 for this 5th wave. And then after that, depending on where it's at, a pullback. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that pullback going into earnings. So we're in a 4th wave going into earnings, and then earnings shoot it up higher. So that's a quick update on Tesla and QQQ. I'm done trading for the day. I'm expecting a pullback on both of these tomorrow morning, but not a big one. Maybe on QQQ, I'm looking for probably something around like low 385s, so not much of a drawback at all. And then we should see another move higher, which if we go to 385, let's say this goes to 81 here in a second. 385.29, and there you go, 388.81 to 389.60. And that's only going to be the overall 3rd wave. Being finished right there. So we still have a 4th wave down and then another move higher. So yesterday I thought we were closer than expected, but this kept on going. So 3rd wave ends right here, 4th wave, 5th wave higher. And this is a lesson 2 today. If Like if you're watching my videos, like sometimes I'll be right, sometimes I'll be wrong, but you have to know that I usually give invalidation levels. I haven't in all my videos, but sometimes I do. And you have to know that if it's invalidated, you got to check and see if the opposite move is correct. In this case, it was pretty obvious that it was correct once we got above this and we got a slight dip. You could just look at the 5-minute time frame and just see. You could see this big move right here is usually a third wave. So you could see we had a nested move. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a fourth wave, and then we were in this third wave, or the fifth wave right here. And that's pretty obvious too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So third wave almost finished. Expect a pullback tomorrow, and then a fifth wave higher. Probably going to be coinciding with Tesla earnings, which are tomorrow after the bell. So make sure if you're wrong and you have a stop loss and you hit, make sure you get out of that position. And if you don't know what's going on, then don't get back in. But if you see the opposite move playing out, then definitely get out or get in and ride it, make some money. I was down. I didn't make much money today, but I was down like, I think I was down like $600, and now I ended up positive like 300 or 400. Not a big win, but it's a pretty good flip-flop from being down $600. So anyway, that's it for today. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. I'll go over the charts maybe later and maybe make another video, but for now, that's going to do it. Look for a small dip tomorrow and then completely bullish till 400, maybe like 410. All right, have a good night.